So, good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss about indirect control of a double acting cylinder. So, it's also called as pilot control of a cylinder. So, here we have to make arrangements for controlling cylinders used in hydraulic as well as pneumatic systems. And for controlling these cylinders, we have two methods. The first one is called as direct control of cylinders, and the second one it is called as indirect control of cylinders, also referred to as pilot control of cylinders. So, friends, controlling of cylinders is very essential for operating hydraulic as well as pneumatic circuits. So, for controlling cylinders, we have two alternatives. The first one called as direct control of cylinder, and the second one referred to as indirect control of cylinders. And secondly, this indirect control of cylinder, it is also called as pilot control of cylinders. So, friends, now we are going to discuss about the construction and working of this particular arrangement. And that means we are going to discuss about the construction and working of the concerned circuit diagram. And secondly, sometimes direction control valve, it is directly used for controlling the operation of a cylinder. So if that is the case, it is referred to as direct control of the cylinder. And sometimes a pilot valve is used for controlling the direction control valve. And finally, the direction control valve is used for controlling the operation of the cylinder. So, if that is the case, it is referred to as indirect control of cylinders. So, friends, in the first case, in the case of direct control of cylinders, DC valves are used for controlling the operation of cylinders. That's why it's called as direct control of cylinders. And in some cases, pilot valves and DC valves are used for controlling the action of cylinders. So, if that is the case, it is referred to as indirect control or pilot control of the cylinder. So, friends, controlling of cylinders is very essential. So, we have two alternatives. If DC valve is used for controlling the cylinder, it's called as direct control. And so pilot valve and DC valve are used for controlling the cylinder. It is referred to as indirect control. Also, it's called as a pilot control of the cylinder. So, friends, in this section, we are going to discuss about pilot control of double acting cylinders. So friends, this is the arrangement of a pilot valve. So that is used for controlling the operation of a double acting cylinder. So here we can identify the various components, essentially used for operating the circuit. So the first one, we can see the arrangement of compressor. So friends, compressor is very, very essential for increasing the pressure energy of air. So this high pressure air is ultimately used for operating the piston that is arranged inside the double acting cylinder. So friends, compressors, in the case of pneumatic circuits, compressors are used for increasing the pressure energy of fluids. And similarly, in the case of hydraulic circuits, hydraulic pumps are used for increasing the pressure energy of fluids. So friends, this is the arrangement of a pneumatic circuit. So compressed air is required for operating a pneumatic circuit. Therefore, this compressor is very, very essential for generating, high pressure air that is ultimately used for operating the piston of double acting cylinder. And friends, secondly, we can see the arrangement of this receiver called as air receiver. So as the name itself implies, it will be receiving the entire quantity of high pressure air, so that is coming out of the compressor, and it will be storing the quantity of air, and quantity of air which is stored in this reservoir, quantity of high pressure air which is stored in this reservoir, it is ultimately used for operating the circuit. So friends, compressor is placed in first position as shown in the figure, and this air receiver, it is placed in the second position. And thirdly, friends, one unit, we can see the arrangement of FRL unit. So F for air filter, R for pressure regulator, and L for lubricator. So all these items, they are used for improving the efficiency of the compressor. So therefore, they are referred to as accessories of air compressor. So friends, as discussed in earlier sessions, filter is used for removing impurities present in high pressure air that is coming from the compressor. So in other words, it is used for sending clean air free of impurities for operating the circuit. And secondly, this regulator, as the name itself implies, a regulator is used for controlling the pressure of a fluid that is entering the circuit. So that is called, that's why it's called as a pressure regulator. And finally, lubricator is used for mixing high pressure air with a lubricating oil, and also for sending air oil mixture for operating the piston that is arranged inside the cylinder. So friends, filter is used for removing the impurities present in the fluid, and regulator for controlling the pressure of the fluid that is entering the circuit, and lubricator for lubricating the piston that is moving inside the cylinder. So friends, these elements are placed in this particular sequence. Filter is placed in first position, regulator is placed in second position, lubricator is placed in third position. All these items, they are made in the form of a single unit. So friends, therefore, it is referred to as FRL unit. So this unit, as shown in the figure, that will be placed in third position. So compressor is placed in first position, and air receiver must be placed in second position, and finally this FRL unit must be placed in third position. So friends, this is the arrangement of I mean its basic components, basic items are required for operating a circuit. And finally, you can see the arrangement of a pilot valve. So this pilot valve. It is used for controlling the direction control valve, and finally, this direction control valve will be controlling the operation of a double acting cylinder. So coming to the construction of this arrangement, so 3 ports are made inside the body of the pilot valve. So therefore, it is referred to as a 3-way pilot valve, and a push button is used for operating the element of the valve, that is plunger. So a push button is used for operating the plunger in one direction, and secondly, the spring force is used for operating the plunger or moving the plunger in other direction. So friends, push button is used for operating the moving element of this particular valve, of pilot valve. So therefore, it is referred to as I mean 3-way push button valve. And finally, friends, as discussed in previous sessions, push button will be used for putting the valve in first position, and return spring will be used for putting the valve in second position. So this is about the construction and arrangement of a pilot valve. And friends, we can see the connections of valve ports, inlet of the pilot valve. It is fitted to the pipeline that is coming from the compressor, and outlet of the valve that is fitted to the pilot pipeline that is entering the DC valve. And finally, the exhaust port is fitted to the pipeline that is entering the atmosphere. So friends, it is having three ports, so therefore it is called as a three-way pilot valve. And as usual, if inlet is in contact with the outlet in the first position of the valve, inlet will be in contact with outlet and exhaust will be in closed position. So therefore, this position is used, first position is used for sending air into the body of the DC valve. And similarly, when the valve is in second position, outlet will be in contact with exhaust and inlet will be coming to closed position. So therefore, the fluid which is coming out of the DC valve will be coming back in this direction, and it is discharged into the atmosphere. So friends, this pilot valve is used for sending high pressure fluid for operating the element of the DC valve. So when the valve is in first position, it will be sending high pressure fluid into the DC valve. So therefore, the element of the DC valve moves in reverse direction, and the DC valve will be coming to first position. Similarly, when the pilot valve is in second position, it will cut off the supply of high pressure fluid into the DC valve. So therefore, by virtue of spring action, the element of the DC valve moves in forward direction, and it will be coming to second position. So friends, first position of the pilot valve that is used for putting the DC valve in first position, and second position of the pilot valve is used for putting the DC valve in second position. So friends, in any case, first position of the DC valve will be used for performing the forward stroke of the piston, and second position of the DC valve will be used for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, in this arrangement, both the valves will be coming to first position for performing the forward stroke of the piston, and similarly, both the valves will be coming to second position for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, this is the arrangement made for operating the circuit. So initially the pilot valve will be coming to first position, and finally it will be putting the DC valve in first position. That is used for performing the forward stroke of the piston. And in the second phase of operation, pilot valve will be coming to second position for putting the DC valve in second position. This is used for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, during the operation of the circuit, both the valves will be coming to first position for performing the forward stroke of the piston, and both the valves will be coming to second position for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, this is the arrangement of this particular circuit. So initially the pilot valve will be controlling the action of DC valve. Finally, the DC valve will be controlling the action of a double acting cylinder. So, if not directly, this pilot valve, indirectly, this pilot valve is ultimately used for controlling the operation of the cylinder. So, therefore, it is called as indirect control of the cylinder, and we are using pilot valve for indirect control of the cylinder. So therefore, it is also called as pilot control of the cylinder. So friends, this is the arrangement of pilot valves and DC valves ultimately used for controlling the operation of a double acting cylinder. And secondly, coming to the DC valve, here it is having, as shown in the figure, it is having four, ports. So therefore, it is referred to as a four-way DC valve. So friends, two-way and three-way DC valves will be having only one outlet. So therefore, they are suitable only for operating single acting cylinders. But whereas four-way and five-way valves will be having two outlet ports. So therefore, they are suitable for operating double acting cylinders. So friends, here we can see the arrangement of a four-way valve, so used for controlling the operation of a double acting cylinder. Now coming to the ports, this DC valve totally as shown in the figure, it is having four ports. So it's having one inlet port, two outlet ports, and one exhaust port. So friends, totally it is having four, ports. So therefore, it is referred to as a four-way DC valve. Now, friends, a small correction has to be made in this diagram. So this is denoted as a capital P, and this is denoted as a capital R. So this is the inlet port of the DC valve. This has to be represented by capital P, and this is the exhaust port of the DC valve. So therefore, this has to be represented with the capital R. So friends, capital P must be used for indicating the inlet port of the DC valve, and capital A and capital B to be used for representing the first and second outlets of the DC valve, and capital R must be used for indicating the exhaust port of the DC valve. So we have to make this minor change. So friends, as a whole, this valve is having made up of 4 ports, one inlet port, 2 outlet ports, and one exhaust port. So total it is having 4 ports. So therefore it is referred to as a four-way DC valve. Secondly, friends, this inlet of the DC valve, this is connected to the pipeline that is coming from the compressor. And the first outlet, as usual, first outlet is fitted to the first port of the cylinder. And the second outlet is fitted to the second port of the cylinder. And finally, the exhaust port is fitted to the pipeline that is entering the atmosphere. So friends, these are the pipelines, very essential for operating the circuit. And these are the connections of to be made so far as valve ports are concerned. And finally, friends, we can see the arrangement of a double acting cylinder. But generally, the piston rod will be placed in the right hand side of the cylinder. But in this arrangement, piston rod is fitted to the left hand side of the piston. So friends, these horizontal cylinders are classified into 2 categories. Cylinders provided with piston rod in the front portion, and cylinders provided with piston rod in the back portion as shown in the figure. So friends, both these cylinders can be, used for operating the tools of the machine. Now, in this case, forward stroke of the piston will be used for performing the, forward stroke of the piston will be used for performing the return stroke of the tool, and backward stroke of the piston, reverse stroke of the piston will be used for performing the forward stroke of the machine. So friends, this is the only difference between these 2 cylinders. So in most of the cases, piston rod will be placed in the front portion of the cylinder, and in some cases, in such cases, piston rod will be placed in the back portion of the cylinder. So whatever may be the case, basically these cylinders are basically used for moving the machine tools in forward and backward directions. So friends, this is the special type of double acting cylinder provided with a piston rod in the back portion of the cylinder. And secondly, friends, this is a double acting cylinder. So 2 ports are, as usual, 2 ports are provided on both the sides of the piston. So first cylinder port connected to the first outlet of the DC valve, and second cylinder, second cylinder port, it is connected to the second outlet of the DC valve. So friends, as usual, when a DC valve comes to first position, so inlet will be in contact with the first outlet, and second outlet will be in contact with the exhaust, So therefore, the fluid will be entering from the left-hand side of the piston and it will be leaving from the right-hand side of the piston. So that is used for performing the forward stroke of the piston. And similarly, in the second phase of operation, the DC valve will be coming to second position. And in the second position of the DC valve, inlet will be in contact with the second outlet and the first outlet will be in contact with the exhaust. So therefore, fluid will be entering from right hand side of the piston and it will be leaving from the left hand side of the piston. This is used for performing the reverse stroke or return stroke of the piston. So friends, in any case, in any circuit, first position of the valve, first position of the DC valve for performing forward stroke of the piston, and the second position of the DC valve for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, here initially we are using pilot valve for controlling the DC valve. And finally, we are using DC valve for controlling the operation of the cylinder. So friends, when the circuit is in a running condition, both the valves will be coming to first position for performing forward stroke of the piston. And both the valves will be coming to second position for performing the return stroke of the piston. So, or in other words, the pilot valve will be coming to first position and after that it will be putting the DC valve in first position. And in the second phase of operation, the pilot valve will be coming to second position. Ultimately, it will be putting the DC valve in second position. So friends, its pilot valve is controlling the operation of the DC valve. And finally, the DC valve is controlling the operation of the cylinder. So this pilot valve is very, very essential for controlling the DC valve. So therefore, it is called as a pilot control of the cylinder. So if not directly, indirectly, this pilot valve is controlling the action of double acting cylinder. So therefore, it is also called as indirect control of the cylinder. So friends, this is the arrangement of this particular circuit. And several times we have talked about the arrangement of pipelines. So supply pipeline for sending fluid into the pilot valve, and this is the supply pipeline for sending fluid into the DC valve. And this is the pilot pipeline for sending fluid in between pilot valve and DC valve. And here we have exhaust pipelines. This is the exhaust pipeline for pilot valve and the exhaust pipeline for DC valve. And ultimately, system pipelines for connecting the outlets and ports of cylinders. So friends, we need two supply pipelines, two exhaust pipelines, two system pipelines, and one pilot pipeline. So friends, totally we are seeing, we are observing 7 pipelines are used in this particular system. So all these pipelines very, very essential for conveying fluid in between the various elements of the circuit. All the pipelines put together, it is referred to as a pipeline. piping system. So friends, this is about the, arrangement of pilot control of a double acting cylinder, and it's sometimes it's also referred to as a pilot controlled, double acting cylinder. And friends, finally, this pilot valve is sending fluid for operating the element of the DC valve. So therefore, this is called as a secondary fluid. And the DC valve is sending fluid for operating the piston of the cylinder. So therefore, this is referred to as primary fluid. So friends, any fluid used for operating the element of the cylinder, that is called as primary fluid. And the fluid which is used for operating the element of the DC valve, it is referred to as secondary fluid. So friends, if fluid is used for operating the piston, simply it's called as a primary fluid. And if fluid is used for operating the element of the DC valve, it is referred to as secondary fluid. So friends, in the case of pneumatic circuits, compressed air is used as shown in this figure and many other figures. In any pneumatic circuit, compressed air is used as a primary fluid and also as a secondary fluid. In the case of hydraulic, circuits, oil is used as a primary fluid and secondary fluid. But in the case of hydro pneumatic systems, oil will be used as a primary fluid and air will be used as a secondary fluid. So friends, we have to be very, careful. We have to identify the basic difference between a primary fluid and a secondary fluid. So the fluid used for piston, it is called as a primary fluid, and the fluid used for the element of the DC valve, that is called as a secondary fluid. So friends, this is about the construction and working of a pilot valve ultimately used for controlling a cylinder. So it is called as indirect control of the cylinder, also referred to as pilot control of cylinders. So friends, if DC valve is used for controlling the cylinder, it is called as a direct control of cylinder. And if pilot valve and the DC valve are, if both the valves are used for controlling the cylinder, it is referred to as indirect control of the cylinder. So friends, controlling of cylinders very, very essential for operating circuits. So we have two methods. First one is called as direct control of the cylinder, and second method is referred to as indirect control of cylinders. So friends, this is about the construction and working of this particular arrangement. So friends, we have noted down the elements of the circuit. So we have identified all these components. Totally, diagram consisting of 6 elements. So we have seen the arrangement of a compressor, air receiver. And we have talked about the FRL unit of the compressor. And we have talked about the arrangement of the pilot valve, arrangement of DC valve, arrangement of double acting cylinder. Friends, three ports are made in the pilot valve. It's called as a three-way pilot valve, and four ports are available in DC valve. That's why it's called as a four-way DC valve. And secondly, push button is used for controlling this valve element. So therefore, it's called as a push button pilot valve. And friends, compressed air is used for controlling the element of the DC valve. So therefore, this is called as air actuated DC valve. So pilot valve, it is called as a push button valve, and DC valve. In this particular arrangement, DC valve, it is referred to as air actuated valve. So friends, these are the main elements required for operating the circuit. So we have identified all these elements and connections made, pipe connections made in between, all these elements. So friends, here this slide gives us the information in respect of the pilot valve. So consisting of one inlet, one outlet, one exhaust. It's called as a three-way valve. Secondly, friends, push button must be placed near to, return port or exhaust port. So therefore, push button has to be placed in left-hand side, and return spring has to be placed at the right-hand side of the valve. So with this arrangement, the push button can be used for moving the valve in forward direction for first position, and return spring can be used for moving the plunger in reverse direction for second position. So we have discussed about they are called as controlling elements of this pilot valve. So we have discussed about all these elements, and this is the first position of the pilot valve for putting the DC valve in first position, and this is the second position of the pilot valve for putting the DC valve in second position. So friends, ultimately this pilot valve is used for sending secondary fluid for moving the elements of DC valve. So all these arrangements are shown already. We have discussed about all these arrangements in the particular concern circuit diagram. So friends, here we have information pertaining to the DC valve consisting of one inlet, two outlets, and one exhaust. So it's called as total, it's having four ports. It is called as a four-way DC valve. So as mentioned in the diagram, compressed air, high pressure air will be used for putting the valve in first position, and spring pressure will be used for putting the valve in second position. And the first position of the valve, as usual, first position of the valve for performing the forward stroke of the piston, and the second position of the valve for performing the return stroke of the piston. And friends, this DC valve is sending fluid for operating the element of the cylinder. So this is referred to as primary fluid. So friends, DC valves are used for sending primary fluids for operating pistons. The pilot valves are used for sending secondary fluids for operating the elements of DC valve. So friends, this is about the arrangement of DC valve. And coming to this, I mean, here we have the arrangement of a double acting cylinder. So generally piston rod will be placed in the front portion of the cylinder, but in this diagram, as shown in the diagram, piston rod sometimes will be placed in the rear portion of the cylinder. So in both the cases, friends, in both the cases, the cylinders basically they are used for operating the tools of machines in forward and backward directions. And friends, this is a double acting cylinder, so consisting of two ports. And the first cylinder port will be fitted to the first outlet of the DC valve as shown in the figure. And second outlet will be fitted to the second port, second cylinder port will be fitted to the second outlet of the DC valve as shown in the figure. So friends, these are the various elements, and which is the general arrangement of the circuit. So consisting of compressor for raising the pressure energy of fluid, air receiver for storing the high pressure fluid, FRL unit for improving the efficiency of the compressor, pilot valve for controlling the operation of DC valve, and finally DC valve for controlling the operation of double acting cylinder shown in the figure, and finally this is cylinder for controlling the tool of a machine. So friends, these are the major components of this particular arrangement, and different, as already mentioned, different pipelines are used for connecting different elements of the circuit. So friends, in this session, we have completed, we have taken up, we have completed the study of indirect control of cylinder, so also called as pilot control of the cylinder. So friends, thank you so much for joining the session.